Blog Talk Radio.
This is Recovery Radio Fresno with your host, Louis Angel. Today we've got a very special guest calling all the way from Long Beach, California. Her name is Carrie Kelly with Health Recovery. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Louis. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Now Carrie's going to be talking about healing from within. She is a health coach who specializes in eating healthy, and she's a business owner, and she will be talking about her life in recovery. So, Carrie, it's all you.
Oh, wow, thanks. That's funny. Well, my business is really called Eat for Life to Live, and my website is eatforlifetolive.com, or Health Recovery with Carrie Kelly, because the Health Recovery with Carrie Kelly is kind of my health coaching part of my business. And but anyway, my story, how I even got into that in the first place, it's all part of my recovery experience. And God's really good. No matter what it is we go through in this life, no matter how hurtful things have happened, there's a way that He takes all that stuff and He turns it around for something good. So no matter where we are in the journey, I just love this about recovery, is that there's so much hope that when we work the steps and we work the program, there's hope for, things to totally turn around. And then, God has a way of using us to, do the 12th step actually, but we turn around and help somebody else that was where we were at once, in our own journey. So, I have a long history in recovery, and it's been about 30 years. It was 30 years last October that I got involved, and I always say that I've had a problem with alcohol for a very long time, but it wasn't my drinking. So that tells you I'm an Al-Anon girl. And I had people in my life that, were alcoholics. And so I'm kind of like the other side of that equation for people when they listen to my story. And everything that I was doing in a relationship with my addict person was very difficult, and I had no clue how to deal with some of the things that were happening. And basically I found out that, I had this good intention, like I wanted to help people. And that's really the reason why everybody gets involved with a lot of careers, whether it's the medical profession or whatever. We just want to help people. So whenever you just want to help somebody, that in particular when there's addiction involved, we usually end up helping wrong. And so I always felt like I was God's very best little helper, because I was going to be able to fix, rescue, save, and get this person to really change, this person that I loved that was struggling so much in their addiction. And so basically, to make a long story short, after helping wrong for so long, I learned that some of those things before I started working my recovery program in Al-Anon and realizing I was in recovery for codependency and enabling, that all those things that I thought I was doing to help were really prolonging the situation and just making my pain and agony last longer. And that's kind of the story with anybody that struggles with codependency or enabling, is that unless you get plugged into a group and start learning about boundaries and healthy helping and things like that, we're just going to be a mess for a really long time. and then the sorrow and sadness that goes with it and everything. And so back in the old days when I got started, I always kid around and say I had skid marks on the back of my hands because I was so, doom and gloom and dragging my hands around, just like poor me. And I was so sad, and I was very isolated because I didn't want anybody to know what I was really going through, and it was really embarrassing. So I just pretended like everything was okay. But once I started working my program, and what I love about the 12-step program is that it works really for any addiction or any compulsive problem or any hurt or hang-up. And after going to Al-Anon a few years, I started going to what we call Celebrate Recovery, which is just a Christ-centered recovery program. And it is, church-based. And so basically with that program, you can go there for any of your problems, wherever you are on the board with needing help, and you can use the 12-step program for any of those compulsive habits. So it doesn't have to be just alcohol or drug addiction. It can be, food addiction, or it could be, toxic relationship addiction, or, children of alcoholics, or,